What's up YouTube, it's your boy Jedi here. It's been a while. I've not done a full-length video in a good few months. But we have something pretty special courtesy of the kind folks over at realwrestling.net. Today we're going to take a look at the Elite Collection Royal Rumble Doc Hendricks Build-A-Figure Wave Rey Mysterio from Mattel. Now, I started looking at my wrestling collection and noticed that somehow I don't have a Rey Mysterio anywhere in my collection. So I had to change that. I went online. I found that they did this Rey Mysterio based off his 2005 victory at the Royal Rumble, which growing up was my favourite Royal Rumble. Not only did Rey Mysterio win, who was a childhood favourite of mine because he's the underdog, you always bet on the underdog, but he dedicated his win to Eddie Guerrero, who sadly not long passed away. So again, Eddie was another favourite of mine. Him and Rey together as a tag team was amazing. Him and Rey against each other was amazing. Eddie was always great in the ring. Always entertaining to watch as a kid, and even to this day I still like going back and watching his matches because he was insanely talented. So it's a very special Royal Rumble to me. So I found this one. And Real Wrestling at the time had him on sale for £15 plus postage. Sadly, that sale has now ended, and he is £20 plus postage of your choice, but with discount code NKJ10. You're welcome. Thank you, Real Wrestling, for that code. He is cheaper than most places online. I believe in the UK he is retailing around about £27 at places like Smith's, which is most people's place to go to get wrestling figures, as it's a very big toy store. But I digress. Thank you to Real Wrestling once again for the 10% discount code that I can give to you guys to use. I've been posting it ever since they gave it me all over my Instagram, my TikTok, and also on my YouTube Shorts. If you're new here, I try to upload daily on my YouTube Shorts. It is mainly Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack opening, as it's very nostalgic to me at the minute and I'm really enjoying doing that. But I'm trying to expand and do a bit more with the shorts. I will mainly use it to do pack openings and sneak peeks of what is to come for full-length reviews. I will say I have got 2 mystery boxes from realwrestling.net monthly blind box, mystery box type deal they do. The 2 I've got is from their Blast from the Past box, which is January's box. It is no longer available to order as it was their January box, but their February box is available to order right now and will be until they sell out, or until the 28th of February. February's box is, I believe, the All Elite box, which, as you can tell, is based on AEW. I will be getting 2 of those again. When you check out with those, you customize your order. And normally, you'd say your favorite wrestler and stuff like that. For the Blast from the Past box, it asked for your favorite promotion and your favorite legend. I've done 2 different answers completely for both of them. For one box, I did ECW and Dusty Rhodes, which is my favourite past promotion and my favourite wrestler of all time. I will always love Dusty Rhodes. He is just the greatest, in my opinion. So good, I named my dog after him, The second box, I put WWE and Bret the Hitman Hart, just so we can see how different both boxes will be, given my customization preferences that I've chosen. They should be here next week, and the video, I'll do both of them at the same time so we compare both boxes. Again, shout out to realwrestling.net for the hookup, for the 10% discount. I believe you can't use them on their monthly boxes, but they have a wide range of WWE and AEW products that you can use them on. Now, saying that, their links will be in the description down below for their Instagram their Facebook and their website. Again, if you go to checkout and use code NKJ10, you'll get 10% off your order. Saying that again, thank you realwrestling.net. Let's take a look at the packaging of Rey here. It's your standard WWE Elite packaging that we are used to by now. Big open window box. See the figure, his alt hands, the microphone and the alt hands for the Doc Hendricks Build-A-Figure. On this side we've just got his name. On the back we've got a picture of Rey from the 2005 Royal Rumble after he has won. Rest of the line you've got Vader, Damian Priest and Brie Bella. And then on the side here we've got a nice picture of Rey looking young as hell back in 2005. No, I'll be honest, from the box itself, straight off the bat, I'm not a massive fan of the head sculpt, but I am happy to do kit bashing and some customizing, so I'll be buying a basic Rey Mysterio with a nicer head sculpt to swap that out and paint if needs be. With that being said, let's crack this thing open and I'll give you my first impressions, and then we'll get into the details and the articulation. And here we've got Rey out of the packaging. It's so small, but again, it's Rey Mysterio, so I'm not too surprised. Quick look at detail. Face, it's not the greatest sculpt, but the mask is painted really nicely. I love the logo on the back. With the armbands, we've got the EG, his tattoos on his shoulders, tattoos all the way down to his forearms. This is a separate piece here for the wrist. We've got his elbow pads, the Mexican tattoo on his stomach, and of course his big back tattoo. I love the red attire for Rey. It's a really good colour. I was very torn between getting this and the new Ruthless Aggression Elite with the white attire, as they're both really iconic to me. We've got the 619 down one side and the flames with the cross down the other, and of course got his black boots. You know, it's very standard. Very standard Rey Mysterio looking, you know. Mask, well, standard for the time. Mask, baggy trousers. He's obviously very different now. He has more of the half masks all the time, and he mainly wears the tights with the leotard. Really good look for him, but I don't know. I miss this look for Rey Mysterio. Right, other things that came in the packaging, we have got the Royal Rumble microphone for the Doc Hendricks. We've got the 2 holding hands for the Doc Hendricks. So, you know, they'll go in my fodder box. And then finally, accessory wise, we have got 2 open hands for Rey Mysterio. And they actually pop in really easily. You know what, normally that's a pain in the ass to do on camera, but you can see this one's gonna now be a pain in the ass. There we go. They plug in pretty easily, and they just work, you know. It's open hands for Rey. And then you've also got obviously the 2 fisted hands he comes with, so it's all down to your personal preference how you want him displayed. I guess these work if you want him doing a 5-star frog splash, or if you want to try and pose him on your ropes hitting the 619. I personally ain't going to attempt to do that because it's really hard to do. Altogether though, like just appearance wise, it is a nice looking figure. I'm not a fan of the face sculpt under the mask, but it's fixable. I can swap it out with another Rey Mysterio ahead easily. It's not the end of the world. Let's go over the articulation quickly. The head is on a standard peg. You go side to side, tiny bit of tilt. You go back this far and down this far. Sadly, can't go back much. And for Rey, you know, he's not the biggest guy, so every time you put him near anyone, you're gonna have to arch that ab crunch all the way back. Ab crunch does not go forward too far, but it's enough. It goes pretty far back though. We've got standard ball jointed shoulders that go out that way, that far, that way. Full 360. We have got a full bicep swivel that can also 360. Double jointed elbows. You have no idea how happy I am that Mattel has finally started doing double jointed elbows on figures. Oh my god, single jointed elbows. I mainly collect Marvel Legends, and currently I'm collecting the Power Ranger Lightning Collection line. And the difference double jointed elbows make in a figure. Let me just grab. There we go. Let's grab Oos real quick. And as you can see, like, that difference, like, the difference. I will need to get some updated Usos just for their arms, to be honest, because I really like the white and red attire that we've got going on there. And then, right, back to articulation. The wrist is on a peg that spins. We've got a swivel at the waist. Hips go out that far and splits for Ray. Kick forward that far. Hardly anything back. We've got a cut at the thigh. Double jointed knees. And then a very, very limited range in the foot thanks to these big old baggy trousers. But a nice little rocker in there. Just not very much back and forth movement. All in all, it's a solid little figure. Little being the main word here because he is absolutely tiny. Articulation is pretty good. I'm happy with it. I wish the legs could move back a bit more. I wish the ab crunch went forward a little bit more, and I wish we had more movement in the head with these elites. Mattel, please pull your finger out your ass and put an actual hinge in the neck, not just a peg. But, you know, it's not just articulation, it is the presence that Ray will have on the shelf, and it's pretty good. He stands out. He's very vibrant. He's a nice looking figure. It's just that face is jacked up. Okay, moving on from details and articulation, let's go for some height comparisons. I'm going to use a mixture of AW and WWE figures. First up, I'll start with probably the main reason I wanted a Ray was to put with my Ultimate Edition Batista, who, as you can see, scales really well. These two as a tag team, I absolutely loved growing up. These two versus each other, I absolutely loved growing up. So to have them both side by side from around about the same time frame in their careers, really happy to have this. Again, he comes up to about his shoulder. I'd say that's pretty accurate for Ray and Batista. Now that we did a Ultimate Edition, let's go for a AW Supreme figure. We'll go for the recently released Malachi Black. I can't say if I think this is a good scale or not, as I've noticed that these AW Supreme figures are just slightly taller than the normal standard AW figures. But I will say that scales really well. I would happily take some toy photography of these two in the ring together. It's not too bad. So those are the Supreme and the Ultimate Edition figures. Let's go for some normal Elites and normal Unmatched slash Unrivaled. First up for AW, we'll start with the Pentagon Jr. Who, you know, gotta get those luchas in together. I think this scale's pretty nice. Penta's not the biggest dude, but he is definitely a lot bigger than Rey Mysterio is. And there's a nice size contrast between them. Can't wait to get some pictures with these two. Next up, we have got from the Elite line, Sami Zayn, who is around about the same size as Penta. So again, scales really nicely with other Elites. Let's go for some slightly bigger figures now. I'll bring in for WWE Elite line first. We have got, obviously I brought him up earlier, we've got Dusty Rhodes, and we've also got Bam Bam Bigelow. As you can see, they both dwarf Ray exactly how it should be, because they are both pretty big dudes. You know, Dusty, he was the tallest wrestler, but he's a very, very big guy. Right, next up, we've got the AEW Exalted One, Brody Lee, who again, very big dude. So this scales really nicely with this Ray. Then we'll bring in MJF and Brian Cage, because who better, am I right? You know, both not exactly tall guys. Brian Cage is an absolute monster though. Crazy sized guy for the stuff he's doing. But you see they both scale really well with Rey Mysterio here. Nice height across the board for all of these. I'm really glad that most AEW and WWE figures scale well. And then we'll bring in one last Elite and one last AEW figure. We'll go for R-Truth, because, you know, just got to show off those different sized WWE Elite bodies compared to each other. And then we'll bring in the Painmaker Chris Jericho, one of my favourite figures from AEW to date. And again, they scale really well. You know, it's not a bad scale at all. And then we'll go for two last size comparisons. We'll go for a WWE Elite and a AEW figure that I'd say are probably the same size as Ray. We have got the AEW -1, and then we're going back to Luchas with El Torito from, oh no, we've got El Torito from the WWE Elite line, and we've got -1 from the AEW line. And you can see they actually scale really well, Ray. So again, I'm not mad at this at all. Scale wise, Mattel have absolutely crushed it. My issue again, articulation, it's good, it is there, it is solid. They've updated it, they're making it better. I'm so much happier with the double jointed elbows. It changes everything. It's just this face. This face is the only thing that I say lets this figure down. But saying that, would I recommend it? Yeah, I actually would. If you're a big Rey Mysterio fan, if you love the 2005 Royal Rumble, if you like 2005 era Rey Mysterio, this is a great figure to add to your collection. The tattoos are really nicely done, as I showed earlier. The design on his trousers, really well done. Articulation it's good enough for what you're going to need, you know, displaying, posing for pictures, or even just general play for your kids. It's a very solid figure. With that being said, that's me done for this review. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below what kind of stuff you want to see me do next. Once again, shout out to realwrestling.net. Links will be in the description for Instagram, Facebook, and their store. And at the end of the video, I will be adding my code once more so I don't lose it. NKJ10 for 10% off at checkout at realwrestling.net. So yeah, thanks for watching.